What's up, guys? Movie buff. Just saw Crawl, and it's kind of like the new horror movie that's kind of floating under the radar. I was immediately kind of like intrigued by it when I saw the trailers because I mean it looked actually terrifying to me. I mean you're under a house, like in a foundation, like a crawl space, and there's a hurricane coming, and it's bringing in these alligators, and they're basically, I mean, you're on the menu basically. So, it's really about this story. They basically establish it very quickly that this girl, the main character, is a very good swimmer. She's a competitive swimmer. Her dad was her coach. They kind of had a falling out, obviously, some divorce, family problems, what have you. And they're trying to get a hold of each other. Like the sister's calling, and she's like, "Have you heard from Dad?" She's like, "No." So no one's heard from the dad. So she's gonna go down there and check on him. And there's like this Category 5 hurricane. Like they won't even let her through the gates or whatever. And she like pulls a NASCAR evasive maneuver and drives around him and is like, I'm gonna go check on my dad. So she kind of tracks down her dad or whatever, and it's weird because the dog's there, and the dog's like this cute little dog named Sugar or whatever, and she's like, where is he? And Sugar kind of like leads her to like, she kind of hears music playing or whatever, and she's like, what is that? And she goes down, and the farther she goes down in the crawl space, she can hear closer to the music, and it's like this little radio, and then she sees his tool belt and his shirt hanging up, and she's like, what was he doing? Only my dad would be the one down here working on the house while there's a freaking hurricane. So she's like, obviously knows he's down there, and then she's kind of sees like blood, and she's like, what is going on? She finds her dad. Her dad's like got this bad like bad wound on him and stuff, and she's like trying to wake him up and everything, and she gets kind of like distracted or whatever, and then that's when like, holy shit, there's like gators down here, like, and these gators are like basically dinosaurs. They're like prehistoric lizards. I mean, they're fucking huge. They're hungry. It's just like you would watch a gator like on National Geographic or something, how they hiss and shit. It's the same type of thing, and it was terrifying. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I was trying to tell my girl, I was like, "You're gonna like this movie. It's getting rave reviews from a lot of the movie people I follow and stuff." And she was like, "No, it's cheesy," which it did have that Sharknado quality about it. It's just that B movie sci-fi shit. But I really had like high expectations in it, and I think it completely met them, and she was completely wrong. I mean, she even admitted, she's like, okay, that was good. I mean, it was definitely on the edge of your seat the entire movie. I mean, these alligators are, like I said, they are hungry, and they are. It's not just it would be unbelievable if it would just be like this one mean gator that's just like got this vendetta. No, this is Florida. They have flooding, and they're flooding all in. So like all these gators are coming from all around to like feast on whatever they can. And there's a bunch of fatalities in the movie. It's not just her and her dad. I mean, there's tons of fatalities in the movie. There's people that are looting and stuff. There's people that shouldn't be in town, and the gators, it's fair game, And this is really good CGI. Because the attacks, the gator, attacks and stuff are vicious, but they're believable. How they do the death roll and stuff like that, and how their instincts are to kind of like lurk and stuff under the water. It was so on point with all that stuff. And the story about this girl and her dad, kind of falling out, but he was her coach, and they kind of like are reconnecting. Basically trying to save each other, trying to get out of this house. For one, they have to get to the point where they can get out of the crawl space because water's just pouring in, and pretty soon they're going to be underwater and they're going to be dead from drowning, if not the crocs or the alligators eating them. So they have to figure that out. That's problem one. Once they figure out that, they have to, not only keep from getting eaten again by the gators in all this water and stuff, but they have to survive this hurricane, this flood. It's like literally just flooding the entire area, and their house is going to be underwater in a matter of hours and stuff. So it's very thrilling on both notions. They have to survive the alligator attacks. They have to survive the floods and the water and the hazards that's coming. And, it's like I said, it was just very well told. Everything the next step is believable. Everything that happens is like, yeah, that's what I would do too. I really, really liked it. It was really great surprise. It's one of my favorites I've seen of the year. It's very short. It's like 90 minutes, like a gut punch. Just you come out of there and you're like, holy shit. Like. I can't believe that, It was very jump scary, but it was very not cheesy jump scary, or it was very not played out jump scary like some of these horror movies try to do. This is definitely in the vein of horror thriller. So if you like those type of movies, and if you think, oh, maybe you might be on the fence, go see this one, man. It's worth it. Until next time, guys, see you at the movies.